Start the show!
You are listening to North Platte Sports Radio.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're ready to go! You know what time it is! Start the show!
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the North Platte Sports Radio, where we're running around like chickens with our head cut off. But we are close to first pitch here. So the East Buchanan Bulldogs are taking on the North Platte Panthers here in Game 1. Clay Atterbury, you've got the lineups. You've got some of this stuff. I'm going to let you take it in just a moment. We'll be right back.
Here we go!
Leading off for the East Buchanan Bulldogs, Madeline McCoy.
Okay.
You're live. They can hear you.
All right. Good morning, Panther fans. We are bright and early here from Dean Park. We got Kate Wolf on the mound for the Panthers, getting off to an early 0-2 start. You have number 9, Madeline McCoy, playing center field for the East Buchanan Bulldogs. Wolf wasting no time. First 2 pitches of the year, 2 strikes. Comes a pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3, drop third strike. Cunningham. Throw to first. Will not be there. Didn't look like she had quite the angle to make the throw. Tough break for the Panthers.
Batting second to left fielder, number 2, Leah Herpel.
I'll bring up number 2, Leah Herpel, playing left field for the Bulldogs.
I said Leah, but is it Lee?
I think it's Leah.
You think it is?
Yeah,
Leah?
yeah.
Okay.
That'd be my guess, at least.
I got to remember this mute button over here. Marilyn, you need to get closer so you can push it. Yeah. No, don't smack me. Just push the button.
Again, Wolf right down the middle for strike 1. She seems to be dialed in here early. Looks like she's got the grip of that little nasty little curveball she's got as a primary.
I am still hooking things up. That's how absolutely disorganized this morning has been.
Batter squared the bunt, missed on the bunt attempt. Runner does take second on the passed ball. 0-2 is the count, nobody out. East Buck with a runner on second here at the top of the first. Wolf winds and delivers. It is a swing and a miss. The ball did touch the dirt, so the runner does advance to first. Cunningham looked to third for the throw. It was just a little short, so Bulldogs are in business here in the top of the first. First and third, nobody out. That'll bring up the number 3 batter, number 6, Delaney Crump, playing shortstop for the Bulldogs.
Batting third, the shortstop, number 6, Delaney Crump. Yeah, the Panthers' defense has got off to a start much akin to my start this morning, and being late, trying to hook everything up in about 2 seconds, and it's been an adventure so far. So I think everything is hooked up.
Like we talked about with football last night, sometimes these first game jitters, you never really know what's going to happen. It's a long season. You got to settle in. So
I mean, you don't forget how to ride a bike, but you just kind of have to relearn it.
Yeah.
You haven't been doing it for a while.
0-2 is the count to Crump. The runner on first did take second. The Panthers not choosing to throw with the runner on third, so nobody out. Second and third for the Bulldogs. Wolf gets the strikeout. Swing and a miss. That's a big first out for the Panthers. Maybe a little bit of sigh of relief for that defense. Got the hard one.
Batting fourth, the third baseman, number 15, Ava Hall.
That brings up number 15, Ava Hall, playing third base for the Bulldogs. 1 out. Got to be thinking she's looking to put something in play. Get an RBI for her to start her season off. Wolf delivers ball one. That is our
All right.
first ball of the day.
What is this?
ZZ, I think. ZZ.
ZZ? All right. I'll go with that. Got her on that one, so she's going to reach first. Now the bases, sacks are full. Batting fifth, the pitcher number 1, Mackenzie McDowell.
Wolf hits Hall on the second pitch. That'll put her on first and load the bases for the Bulldogs. Bring up number 1, Mackenzie McDowell, doing the pitching for the Bulldogs. Sets up a force everywhere.
Panthers in a bit of a pickle here. Top of the first. No score. But bases are loaded, only one away, so maybe you can put somebody in the lane. Get out of the inning.
Yeah, luckily, I mean, you got your ace on the mound, so see if she can dip into her bag of tricks and blow one by somebody and use that really good infield she's got. Pitch number 2 just a little high for ball 2. Wolf going to have to find a way to come at her here as there's nowhere to put her without forcing a run in. That one right down the middle for strike number 1.
Got back in the zone with that one. That's good to see. Now, word is on the street that Kate's been dealing with some back issues.
Yeah, she dealt with a little bit of that this summer in basketball, and I know here in the fall early on she started to deal with that. It's good to see her out here, though, as she delivers strike 2, swing and a miss for McDowell.
That was a good pitch.
Yeah, got to think, especially early in the morning, that back might be a little tight for her. Showing some toughness being out here on day 1.
Agreed.
See if she can't rear back and get one by her for a big second out.
Able to get a piece of that one, fouls it back. But, yeah, if Wolf can take care of her, then you can just get an out at any base and come away with no damage done. But bases are loaded. Top of the first, 1 away, 2-2 count. Ooh. Runners coming home. So Madeline McCoy scores from third, and then both runners advance to second and third. So now, still 1 away. Runners at second and third, and 2-2 count on the number 5 hitter, Mackenzie McDowell. Or 3-2, excuse me. I'll let you take care of this, Clay, because I'm messing it up.
Oh, you're good.
Here comes another one. So 2 pass balls have resulted in 2 runs. I'm not sure the Bulldogs have a hit.
No, I don't. Actually, to be honest with you, Steve, I'm not sure they've put a ball in play yet. So, tough start for the Panthers. No doubt they'll settle in here. You got number 10, Lindsay Herpel, playing first base for the Bulldogs. Lefty. Ball 1 high. Runner at first does take second. Panthers not choosing to throw due to the runner on first. Obviously, the short bases in softball, you throw down to second, that can get a run in really quick. Pitch number 2, just a bit outside. Ball 2 would be 2-0 to Herpel.
That makes it, I wonder if the batters have kind of determined that they're going to wait for Kate to throw a strike before they decide to swing.
That one low and away, ball 3. They do have an open base to put her, so the walk would not force a run in. But obviously the Panthers trying to find a way out of this top of the first. That one right down the middle, strike one.
Pump that one right in there.
Yep. Got to think the second one's going to be another challenge pitch, see if we can make her have to put some in play. Never like to give batters free passes. Walks lead to bad things usually on defense. Swing and a miss from Herpel, and Wolf has drawn it back to a full count. See if she can bring another one, get by her for the second out of the inning.
Here's the payoff pitches are coming.
She does indeed fight her way all the way back. Good little mental toughness there from Wolf.
Nice strikeout.
2 away. That will bring up number 11, Rosalie Houghton.
Number 11, Rosalie Houghton.
Catcher for the Bulldogs. Bulldogs backstop behind the plate. I think a big thing is just Panthers just being able to get in the dugout, kind of getting that breath and getting in there and being able to score some runs on their own.
So far, the Bulldogs have pushed 2 across. They've got 2 more out there at second and third, but they can get this batter for the situation. Not too bad of damage done.
No, and long way to go. First pitch is inside, ball 1 from Wolf. Second one just out, 2-0 count to Houghton. Like we said, sometimes that first game, those first couple innings, you got to get settled in. It's a long way to go. Pitch number 3, just a little high. 3-0 to Houghton. Was able to fight her way back on the last batter. See if she's able to do that again here.
So our schedule today, we're going to look at probably trying around 11:15 or so. North Platte will take on Lexington. That'll be game number 2 for the North Platte Panthers.
Strike 1 from Wolf right down the middle.
And that will be our second broadcast. And our fourth broadcast, depending on how well we stay on schedule, will be around 4 o'clock when they take on Winston-Pattonsburg. Around 4 o'clock. That's the final game of today.
Strike 2 from Wolf. She seems to find some comfort and dropping down 3-0 and then fighting her way back.
3 balls and then fights back.
Sure.
Hopefully can find that final strike right here.
Sure the North Platte coaching staff is thinking, let's throw some early. And she's swinging a miss from Houghton, and Kate Wolf earns her way out of it, fighting her way out of the jam. A little bit of a tough start for the Panthers as East Buck, no hits. No errors from the Panthers, but the Bulldogs do find a way to get 2 across.
So we will head to the bottom of the second on North Platte Sports Radio. Or bottom of the first. I'm already trying to get us to the second. It may be one of those days. Anyway, we will be back right after this.
We appreciate our sponsors of North Platte Sports. Here's one you should check out.
Did your current propane company leave you out in the cold last winter? There's something you can do about that. Give Nash Gas a call. Nash Gas has been locally family-owned and operated since 1945. Let our family take care of your family this winter. Nash Gas offers keep full programs, winter heating contracts, and budget plans, all with superior customer service. Contact Nash Gas at 816-450-3333 or online at nashgasco.com.
We are the NFHS. That stands for the National Federation of State High School Associations. But really, what we stand for, together with the MSHSAA, are the 171,000 high school sports and performing arts students in Missouri. And so, we stand. We stand for the runners, debate team members, and basketball players. We stand for their coaches, officials, and adjudicators. We stand for the drummers, football players, and actors. We stand for the golfers, singers, and swimmers. We stand as the national leader and advocate for these essential activities and all who participate in them and make them possible. Because it is our purpose to ensure that high school students get to play, perform, and compete together. To learn more about who we are and what we stand for, visit nfhs.org.
Are you facing foreclosure? Then come down to Megalow and Partners. We're a mortgage rescue company, and we can help you keep your house. The process is simple. The results are guaranteed 100%. That's the Megalow and Partners promise. provided you submit to our plans for galactic domination. No, I'm kidding.
Welcome back to Dean Park. Beautiful Saturday morning for softball. Temperatures cooled down from the hot week we had. Nice little breeze blowing this morning. Panthers come to bat for the first ups of the season. They will get started with number 10, Gracie Williams, playing left field for the Panthers. On the mound for the Bulldogs, you have Mackenzie McDowell. G-Money, as the Panthers teammates like to call her. See if she can get the Panthers off to the right start here in the 2024 season.
Get them on, get them over, get them in. Never changes.
Same philosophy, baseball, softball, anything. Williams takes high for ball one.
So how is it for a high school student to play at 8 a.m.? I got to think, because their clocks, they've done studies on this.
Yeah.
They're not awake at 8 a.m.
No,
typically.
Especially when I got to imagine a lot of them were at the football game last night.
Yep.
Ball 2 to Williams, a little low for McDowell.
And how did East Buchanan do? Do you know?
For football, I believe they play today. I believe they go to Central Academy today. They got the rare Saturday day game. Swing and a miss from Williams, strike one.
So a little bit of an advantage for the Lady Bulldogs that they didn't have a ball game late last night. North Platte did.
They got to go home and get some rest. I'm sure a lot of the Lady Panthers out supporting their schoolmates. Swing and a good contact from Williams there to drive a ball out to center field in the first hit of the season for the Panthers.
Batting second, the center fielder, number 12, Sophie Greer.
Bring up number 12, Sophie Greer, center fielder for the Panthers. Sophie played a lot of left field last year for the Panthers, and with the departure of Kennedy Summers, Sophie made the bump over to center field this year for the Panthers. She squares the bunt and pulls back. It is called strike, as Williams will take second.
You're good on time. Okay.
Runner in scoring position here early for the Panthers. See if Greer can do a job and either get her over or get her in. Pitch, Greer drives it to left field. This one's deep. It's going to get over the head of the left fielder all the way back. It's going to roll under the fence for a ground rule double.
Nice poke there.
Greer doing a really good job of first at bat of the year, driving one to left field.
Batting third, second base.
That will bring Williams in to score on the ground rule double. All runners get 2 bags. Panthers on the board early.
Now, 3, 4, and 5 are probably some of the better bats on the Lady Panthers lineup. We'll see what they can do.
Definitely an ideal start when your 1 hole gets on, your 2 hole drives her, and 3 hole, 3, 4, 5 coming up with a chance to do some damage. Speaking of 3, 4, 5, that'll bring up number 19, Brooke Kretzer, playing second base for the Panthers. Taking ball 1 a little bit low. Greer able to advance to third. Definitely an ideal start. Your heavy hitters coming up here with runners already in and runners on the pond.
Don't they call that the meat of the lineup?
That is the meat of the lineup. Especially for the Panthers. You got some experience coming up these next 3 between Kretzer and Ramsey and Kirsten, 2 Division I commits, and Kretzer, who's played a lot of varsity softball.
Yes.
A lot of softball in general. Pitch number 3 a little bit low. Kretzer doing a good job of staying patient here. Panthers' meat of the order this year is definitely offensively loaded. 3 girls that I believe if they haven't started since their freshman year, they've played a lot since their freshman year. All 3 seniors, unfortunately. Ball 4 to Kretzer, a little bit low. She does a good job drawing a walk. Got to think she's going to look to take second here with the second base open and run on third.
Batting fourth.
That will bring up the Mizzou commit, number 14, Lenny Ramsey, playing third base for the Panthers. Definitely a household name in Panther female sports.
First committing to Ohio State verbally, and then later once. Oh, here.
Greer comes home on the wild pitch. Kretzer goes all the way from first to third as she stole on the pitch and then was able to get third. So that will tie the ball game up. Panthers get it even at 2.
Nice job to get it started here.
It's a good answer.
A good answer.
Have a little bit of a tough first inning defensively and get right back on it. Hey, we got it tied. And pitch number 2 is up to Ramsey. Ball 2 gets to the backstop, but Kretzer doesn't advance.
Now, that's one of those balls that hits this backstop and pops right back to the catcher. You see that every once in a while, even in baseball. That one, Brooke took a look, but nobody out. You don't want to give them an out.
Ramsey fouls it off down the first base line, gets out of play. We strike 1, 2-1 is the count to Ramsey.
Any foul balls out of
I got to
play
think
are worth
Kretzer wasn't looking to push anything. Nobody out. You got two Division I hitters getting ready to come up. Got to think she was being patient, saying, hey, I'm just going to let the girls behind me drive me in.
Yes.
2 outs, maybe you look to push it, but with nobody out, I mean, plenty of chances to score her, just something in play. Ball is low, gets away to the backstop, and Kretzer will come home on that one.
That time she did not hesitate.
No, she did not.
Once it was past the catcher, she broke for home and easily made it. So now nobody on.
Nobody on.
Nobody
Panthers
out.
Get their 3rd run across.
Did you get your bubble gum?
Pitch is wide to Ramsey, so Ramsey will draw a walk. That'll bring up South Dakota commit. Number 20, shortstop, Cam
Number
Kirsten.
20, Cameron Kirsten.
Steve, I heard you bring up, obviously, Ramsey was the early commit to Ohio State.
Yes, and then that softball coach was let go, so a lot of those verbal commits were no longer viable, and so she was looking at some other places, and very proud of her where she ultimately ended up because that's my alma mater.
Yes.
And that is, for those that don't know, that is Mizzou. She is verbally committed to Mizzou and had pictures on Facebook and whatnot, so a Mizzou commit. And as you mentioned, Cameron Kirsten, a South Dakota Wolf. Are they Wolf? What are they, the Wolves?
That one's kind of lost to me. I'm not sure I know what South Dakota is.
I think they're the Wolves. Coyotes, almost.
Mama
it's
Kirsten
close.
helping us out.
It was a canine. Canine of some
on the
sort.
right track.
It was a coyote. The Yotes. Do they call them the Yotes? Is that kind of their nickname?
2-0 the count to Kirsten. Pitch number 3 a little bit high. Meat of the order doing a good job of staying patient here.
Both Lenny and Cam play summer ball together on select fast pitch. Ed Wobel is their head coach.
Hard hit from Kirsten, just bad luck. Caught every bit of the barrel on that one, just right at the shortstop.
That's softball for you.
I know she's probably
Batting
a little frustrated on that one, but at the same time,
27, Janica
she can
Seckel.
keep making contact like that all year. She's going to be just fine. That will bring up number 27, Janica Seckel, a newbie to the Panther order.
Yes.
She is a freshman playing first base in her first varsity at batter of her career. Seeing if she can do a job here and get some in play and get an RBI to start off her Panther career. Pitch number 1 skips in the dirt. Ball 1.
You know, that's the thing about, baseball. It is the same way, where you hit a ball right on the, square it up and just lace it, and it's right at somebody, and it's an out, and then you'll barely get a piece of one, and it bloops somewhere and falls in.
And typically you see those back-to-back. Like you see a hard line drive for an out, and then right after that it'll be somebody uses every inch of the bat and gets a handle or something for a base hit. Looks like a line drive in the book.
Yep, just a little dunk in somewhere, and that's the frustrating part. So squaring up a ball is not necessarily going to give you a
Ramsey showing those wheels.
Able to get under the tag. That was a nice slide. Catcher tried to get her, but her foot had already crossed home plate. Panthers picking up their 4th tally here in the bottom of the 1st.
Count is 2-1 to Seckles. That one was high. It creamed off the backstop. Ramsey didn't hesitate. She came flying home on a great slide to avoid the tag. Give the Panthers a 2-run lead. See if Seckle can get the Panthers back to rolling, get a base runner.
McKenna Cunningham is on deck, the catcher today for the Panthers.
Outside corner, strike 2 to Seckel. 2-2 count. Pitch for McDowell. Seckel drives one to center field. That's going to get down for a hit.
Went to second as the ball squirted past or took a shot past the center fielder. Nice bit of running.
Batting seventh, the catcher, number 15, McKenna Cunningham.
Good job of Seckel to find the barrel there. Their first at bat as a Panther.
Now, that one wasn't as solidly hit, but
it was not.
It found the grass.
Good placement, though.
Yeah, you're correct with your analysis that the first one that's squared up is an out.
Happens right after.
That's just the way it goes.
She's also one of those lefties. She got a little tail off the bat.
That's true, yeah. The lefties always had lefties always had some oddball attribute about the way they swung the bat or the way the ball came off the bat. My brother threw right-handed but batted left, and even playing wiffle ball, I was like, what do you do? How do you
no.
It's frustrating.
Throwing, hitting, I don't know how they put that little tail on it, but they do.
Yeah. I mean, then they get now he threw right-handed, but certainly left-handed throwers, they're kind of odd, so they call them southpaws.
Yep.
So, there you go.
Yeah, McKenna Cunningham, number 15 for the Panthers, doing the catching for her first at bat of the year. Strike 1 to Cunningham. Pitch number 2, inside corner, strike 2.
So we're in the bottom of the first, 4-2. Panthers only one away. Runner at second. That's Seckel down there. Panthers able to push 4 across to take the lead after giving up 2 in the top of the first.
Fouled off by Cunningham. Does a good job of fighting there with 2 strikes. Just live to see another pitch.
Now, is she shortening it up on the bat?
A little bit.
I think so.
Looks like that 2-strike approach. She's choking up, kind of getting up there on the plate and realizing, do a job of just wanting to put the ball in play here. Cunningham.
Front of that one.
Yep. Goes up looking, getting a little anxious on that eye-level pitch for strike 3.
Batting 8th, the right fielder, number 17,
a little anxious
Morgan
on that one.
Ball.
That'll bring up 8th hitter for the Panthers, number 17, Morgan Ball, playing right field today for the Panthers. See if she can do a job and find a way to get on base with 2 outs and just extend the inning. First pitch, swing and a miss from Ball.
Panthers have almost batted around. Kate Wolf is on deck. She is the number 9 batter.
At the end of the day, I know the Panthers gave up 2 in the top of the first, but at the end of the day, they are going to win the inning. That's the important thing. If you win every inning, you can't be beat.
I agree.
Ground ball to shortstop. Bobble. Ball does have good wheels, but shortstop is able to recover, throw to first, and that will do it for the bottom of the first. Panthers do get 4 across for the 4-2 lead. And we will be right back, bringing you to the top of the second here from Dean Park.
I love playing sports, especially for my school. And that's because school sports are special. It's where it's safe to fail. It's where we're taught resilience, where our fear becomes confidence. It's where we learn to get back up after every fall. School sports are where 7.8 million students go from I can't to I can.
This message presented by the NSH-SAA and the Missouri Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
McGruff here.
The crime dog?
Yep.
I think I'm going to need your help. I've got an internet bully.
Okay, well, what you do is...
Maybe you could put a virus on her computer. Or a tracking device. Or a bug.
You don't have to do that, all you...
Or maybe we could get an attack dog. You ever see those attack dogs that can, rip a person's arm off? Seriously. Or like a SWAT team. A cyber SWAT team or something. Or like an army. Did you ever see that zombie army movie? We should get a zombie army.
Wait. All you need to do to stop an internet bully is delete their messages and never forward them on.
So, no zombies?
No zombies.
Bummer.
Delete cyberbullying. Don't write it, don't forward it. For more information, visit ncpc.org. A message from the U.S. Department of Justice, Crime Prevention Coalition of America, National Crime Prevention Council, and the Ad Council.
Welcome back, Panther fans, Bulldog fans too, if you're out there. We have a pitching change for the Panthers. Number 1, freshman Farrell Williams comes in to replace Kate Wolf. We mentioned the back issue earlier. Got to think this early on a Saturday morning. Panthers probably just letting Wolf get some work in. I'm not wanting to push her too much. Panthers do have the 4-2 lead, so I think Coach Seckel saw an opportunity of, hey, we're going to score some runs, so we're going to go ahead and get her out of there, and no reason to push her any further. So Farrell Williams getting her first varsity action, a freshman for the Panthers. You'll recognize the last name Williams. That is the younger sister of Gracie Williams.
Leading off the top
left
of the
fielder
second
for the Panthers.
Buchanan Lady Bulldogs. Second baseman.
8-hole comes up for the Bulldogs. Number 8, Michaela Rowe, second baseman for the Bulldogs. Williams will see 8-9-1 for her first inning as varsity pitcher for the Panthers. First pitch from Williams of her varsity career is a strike 1.
Oh, it's Farrah?
Farrah.
Oh, that's my bad.
Ball is put in play. Kirsten does fire to first for the out. Williams doing a good job of letting her defense help her.
Batting 9
Again,
for right fielder number 13,
left side.
TC.
Not often you got 2 Division I commits on your left side. First out for the Panthers. Bring up number
Also,
9,
Farrah
the 9-hole,
Williams
number
is pitching,
13,
not Gracie.
Zizi Updegrove, right fielder for the Bulldogs. It's the first game of the year. I got it right on the broadcast. I said the younger sister. Crazy. First pitch to Updegrove, fouled off for strike 1. Williams doing a good job of not showing much nervousness, coming right in and throwing strikes, and it doesn't surprise me a bit. I had the opportunity to coach her last year.
Oh, that's right, yeah, because you were the junior high. Is it junior high?
Junior high softball.
Yeah, that's good that she's coming in and doing that.
Doesn't surprise me a bit. She was a super tough girl mentally. She played a lot of softball. Moment's probably not too big for her. She's seen a lot of competitive softball.
Yes, I was going to say she plays summer ball as well.
First ball of Williams' career. She's got that one out of the way. At least she waited till an 0-2 count to do it. Good spot to waste one. 1-2 count. Pitch comes to Updegrove, excuse me. Inside. Does even up the count at 2-2. See if Williams can be aggressive here and come after her and let her defense help her out a little bit.
Yeah, I'm struggling with names this morning.
Some new faces, though. Yeah, freshmen in the lineup for the Panthers.
I know, that is true. That is true.
And not only some freshmen, you got some sisters out there on the field. And
So is Farrah Williams just taking Kate Wolf like she's out of the game? Or
I believe so. We'll get to see pretty early because Wolf was due up to start the next inning. So
correct.
I would assume so. Swing and a miss.
Nice pitch
First
by Farrah.
Strikeout of Farrah Williams' career.
Now batting.
That'll make it 2 outs. That will flip the lineup over for the Bulldogs. Number 9, Madeline McCoy, leadoff hitter, playing center field for the Bulldogs. She will come up. She reached first and scored in the first inning on a third strike in the dirt that Cunningham wasn't able to get an angle to throw to first on. Williams misses just a little bit up. Her first pitch to McCoy, 1-0.
So our second game will be around 11:15 if you want to plan on tuning in. If you want to catch that at 11:10, we should be on the air or close to it. If we're not, we will be soon, depending on how close to the schedule we end up staying today.
Number 2 from Williams to McCoy, just a little wide of the plate.
It's always an adventure. Everybody's kind of shaking off the rust.
Well, I'll just blame the 3.5-hour football game last night. Late night,
That was
early
a
morning.
Oh.
Tough play.
Tough hop.
Ball, yeah, that.
Left fielder number 2, Leah Herpel.
That probably does go down as an error on Kirsten. That's a tough one. It could go either way. That's the beauty of softball, baseball, is it's a straight judgment call.
Well, I don't know. Her mom's keeping the book.
Yeah.
I don't know. Mom, is
Mom
that
probably called that
was
an
that
error.
was that an E? Did you give her an E?
Yeah,
You got
Mom,
it. Oh,
Mom says
she
an
did.
E.
Oh, she's
All right.
tough. She is tough. My goodness.
Mom says
yeah,
she
it was
should've
right
made the
through the
play.
wickets, wasn't it?
That'll bring up purple for the Bulldogs. Sorry. Go ahead, Steve.
Oh, I was just going to say she had it. It's just that she pulled her glove up. She came up on it too soon.
Ball was hit hard.
It was lickety split. So
Williams doing a good job of jumping right back up there on the mound, getting ahead 0-2 to Herpel.
that's what you need whenever you have something like that happen to you as a pitcher. Kind of shake it off and just stay in your game.
Tried to go with it, looked like a changeup.
Yep.
Kind of lost the grip on that. Looked almost more like an ephus that didn't come down.
It did not. I thought we were doing slow pitch for a moment, just for a second. Yes.
1-2 the count to Herpel. Ball is in play. Ground ball to Kretzer at second base. He throws the first. No harm done as the Panthers find their way out of the inning. Williams doing a good job of throwing strikes and getting her first inning under her belt. No harm, no foul. As the Bulldogs bat 4. No runs, no hits, 1 error for the Panthers, and that will be 4-2 as we head to the bottom of the second.
All right, we'll be back on North Platte Sports Radio right after this.
Man, I loved playing high school sports growing up. And it's fun being a fan now, don't get me wrong, but sitting in the stands feels like I'm missing out on all the action, you know? I wanted to get back in the game, so I signed up to be a high school official. It takes me back to my playing days. I'm supporting students, and I get paid to make the big calls. Do you want to see the game up close? Sign up to become an official in Missouri at highschoolofficials.com.
Hi, my name is Stanley, and I've been arrested for stealing shoes. I didn't really steal them, but I've been sent to Camp Green Lake anyway. The worst punishment a kid could get. And at Camp Green Lake, we dig holes. Lots of holes. I've only been here a short time, but I think the camp director is up to something. I'm Stanley Yelnats, and I'm covering more than dirt at Camp Green Lake. Explore new worlds. Read my story in the novel Holes by Lewis Sacker. For other great book ideas, visit your local library or log on to literacy.gov. Brought to you by the Library of Congress and the Ad Council.
You guys just didn't want it bad enough. That should have been an easy win. What were you doing out there? You got to hustle. You could have made that play if you'd been open.
On the car ride home after the game, when you think you're healthy.
Leading off, bottom of the second.
Welcome back to Dean Park Game 1, the North Platte Invitational. We are in the bottom of the second here. Panthers do lead 4-2. We got to see Farrah Williams make her first varsity pitching debut, her first varsity pitching start. Not start. I'm jumbling up my words like you, Steve. Got to see her make her first varsity pitching action, I guess you'd call it, in the first.
It can be contagious. Or it can just be an early morning.
Early morning. We'll blame that.
All right, I'll do that.
What I was going to say is we got to see her make her first varsity pitching outing here in the top of the second. Now we get to see her make her first varsity at bat as number 1 comes to the plate in the 9-hole for the Panthers.
Always exciting to see first.
She squared a bunt. She did pull it back as it was high for ball 1. Swing and a miss for Williams on the second one.
I don't know why this year it seems more difficult because I was going to change some of the in-between inning songs, and I've got some of them partially done. Tim Nash told me last year in baseball that I needed to add more country, so I'm adding some more select country hits.
I second that.
Yeah. Well, and Marilyn and Cam gave me some excellent suggestions, so I'm working on those. with everything else going on, I tell you what, the football game last night and then this tournament today, it's a long one. I mean, we've got, 6 games?
6 games, yep.
Yeah, it has been a little bit of a taking me by storm. Of course, summer went by so fast.
Oh, it did.
For me.
Seemed like before summer even started, it was over with. School's already starting back up in August.
I thought July 4th, I got plenty of time, and I probably should have started working on it then.
Well, I will say this, Steve. We do appreciate you. We know all the work you put in,
well,
all the hours you put in.
I do enjoy it. For
absolutely
all the consternation that it brings up, I do absolutely enjoy it. Love coming out and watching them play, being able to contribute and kind of share some play-by-play or highlight what they're doing.
Williams in play on the full count. Ground ball to second base. She is thrown out at first. Good job of putting it in play, though. Gets that one off her back as she has put her first varsity ball in play. That'll flip the lineup over, bring up older sister Gracie.
There you go.
Passing the torch.
I was trying to have her pitch, but apparently.
She does do well pitching. She pitched a little bit last year. Sure at some point we'll see her on the mound this year for the Panthers. Got to think, as Farrah was going by there, Gracie might have muttered something to her about, hey, you couldn't have been on base for me? I think a little sisterly love there, I'm sure.
Of course. Well, their dad, Bill Williams, right?
Correct, yes.
I graduated with him and know him well. We used to, when we were in grade school, you go to the gym and have the race from one side of the gym back to the other. He tended to beat me, but not by much.
Well, I will say this.
He was very quick.
If you watch his 2 daughters run, they are very quick.
Yeah.
Farrah is definitely known for her wheels, and Gracie is right there step by step with her.
Well, they get that
from
legitimately.
Dad, huh?
Yeah, Dad was quick, and he. I jokingly asked him maybe a year or so ago, hey, are we going to run a 40 and see who's faster now? And we laughed about it because I think we'd get to about the 20 and die. So we decided not to do that. But just kind of remembering good times.
A little bit tougher when we start getting off. Trust me, I fully understand.
Well, you just hit the big 3-0.
I did hit the big 3-0, yeah.
Congratulations, I think.
I don't know. I say thank you or 2-2 count. Fouled off down the line by Williams, doing a good job of staying alive and fighting to see another pitch. Just inches foul.
Work the count even, and now trying to find a way to put it in play or get on base. Panthers would like to come back with a few more after the Bulldogs didn't put any up on the board. The Panthers would like to add if they can.
Be nice to get one, at least win the inning. I tell our baseball kids all the time, I've never seen a team get beat when they win every inning.
Exactly.
I could be wrong on that. Might want to fact check me on that, but
well, no, I think mathematically it's very solid.
I think that math does math.
That math does math. You are correct.
Pitch to Williams, line drive to the shortstop. It is caught.
Adam ball
right
2. There. Gosh darn it.
Second Adam ball that the Panthers have hit here in as many innings.
Sophie Greer.
That'll bring up number 12, Sophie Greer. 1 for 1 on the day. She drove a ball deep to left her first at bat for a ground rule double. Did come around to score. See if she can make it 2 for 2 on the year. Another Panther with a lot of varsity experience. Like we said, started in left field pretty much all year last year.
Yep. She was in a lot last year.
Greer drives one in the outfield. That's going to get down in the gap. Greer running hard out of the box, does slide in safely at second base.
Nice hustle.
Another double from Sophie Greer. Good start for number 12 for the Panthers.
Kretzer.
That'll bring up the 3-hole, number 19, BK, as they call her, or Brookie Kretzer.
Yeah, she gave me a look when I called her
Got
Brookie.
an angry look.
Well, that's just her normal look.
Look, oh yeah.
That's just her.
That's her competitive look.
Exactly. Her game face. Yeah, no, she's quite a card. A lot of fun.
Kretzer takes outside corner, strike 1.
Now she cheers as well. I think she's the captain this year for the football team cheer squad. But she also cheers during basketball. So last year, she would always, when I was announcing those games, she'd be on her cell phone, and I'd always go, "Give me that phone. You're just your face is in that thing too much," just to give her a hard time.
Last year I did got to work with Kretzer a little bit with her doing some catching. She did catch a little bit last year for the Panthers. She is super fun to coach, very coachable, listens really well. She is a girl of multiple personalities in the sense of she can flip a switch and be competitive anytime she wants. She can flip a switch to cheerleader mode and be super peppy, and then she can flip a switch and be super nice and super polite as she drives the ball into left field. That is an RBI single.
Nice bit of hitting there by Brookie.
Kretzer with her first hit of the year.
Number 14, Lenny Ramsey.
Also picks up her first RBI. 2 outs.
2-out rally here going.
Now lead 5-2. That'll bring up 14 Lenny Ramsey with her second at bat. Second plate appearance, I guess I should say. She walked in her first one. Didn't get it recorded at bat.
No official at bat yet.
Pitch number 1, fouled straight back by Ramsey. I will say, coaching with the Panthers last year, you notice early on just the motor that Ramsey has.
Oh, my
It's
goodness.
a different level.
Yes.
When she goes up there, it's a very hard and vicious swing that is, she's looking to crush away. It's not one of those that she overswings. Right field, she hits it. Fly ball does bounce off the glove of the right fielder, and Ramsey is into second.
Nice.
Ramsey just doing a good job of just putting that ball in play. It looked like she got it off the end of the bat.
Shortstop, number 20, Cameron Kirsten.
Regardless, the job has been done. She ends up at second base. That'll put runners on second and third for Kirsten.
Ducks on the pond, so second and third, 2 away. Looking for a little grass on this one from Kirsten to get these 2 runners in. And then you've already won the inning, but if you can win the inning more, that's
crooked numbers.
Yes, crooked numbers are good.
Kirsten, in her first at bat, hit that hard line drive right at the shortstop. See if she can find the barrel like that again.
Now, I got a question for you because Davis is asking me this. You know, typically 1 is not a crooked number. However, Davis asked me, is 11 a crooked number? And I had an answer, so I'm going to ask you, what is 11 a crooked number?
I don't think I've ever been asked that. That is a valid question.
That's a Davis question.
That makes sense of where it came from then.
Yes. But I'm curious to see kind of how you would handle that one.
I think since I said crooked numbers are good, I'd make it with the little thing at the top where make it a crooked number, just for the sake of the argument. That ball does hit Kirsten.
So I think the runners will return.
Runners will have to return. Tough break. Didn't look like it hit her by much.
First baseman, number 27,
I know
Janica
Cam,
Suckle.
she was probably wanting to stay in there and hit, so she's probably a little angry that ball did catch her. That will bring up freshman Janica Seckel. Early pressure spot here for the young Panther. You probably recognize the name Seckel. It is head coach Farrah Seckel's daughter, Janica. Another Panther that's played a lot of softball.
Her grandmother was my 4th grade teacher.
Really?
Yes, at Edgerton.
Learn something new every day. I did not realize.
Yes, Karen Sickle was.
Gotcha. Okay.
And she absolutely adored my brother and I. I can understand why she adored me, but my brother I don't. I don't understand that. There's a pass ball, and the Panthers advance, and Brooke Kretzer scores from third. Now second and third. Lenny's at third. Cam's at second for Janica to knock in.
Seckel already got her first hit out of the way as Panther as she drove a ball to center. She did reach first. She advanced second on the error. See if she can get hit number 2, showing no fear of the moment.
Getting some ribbies out there.
Yeah.
Ducks on the pond.
Panthers definitely showing some freshmen today that are stepping in and having no wide-eyed moments. They are just another ball game for them, it appears.
So my answer to the 11 was yes, because there are 2 of them. So
that's true. I like it.
That was my answer. So yes, that is crooked because you have to have 2 of them. Although they are typically parallel, but that's 2, and a 1 by itself is not crooked.
Regardless, we did say a crooked number, and if we're arguing about if the Panthers scored 11 and had that type of inning, that'd be a good problem to have. So
Definitely. I also said that if we used Times Roman font, it was crooked.
That's
because
true.
of the
That's true.
tail and the leg. You want some bubble gum?
Bubble gum down here if you want it, buddy.
Here, can you drop it in that little right here?
Seckel doing a good job.
Marilyn, can you help?
For the Panthers.
We got a guy who. Thank you, sir.
Ball 3. Doing a good job of staying locked in there.
Young lad came over and went and got the foul ball, so he's rewarded with a piece of bubble gum.
Pitch is ball 4, I believe. Yep. Seckel will go to first. Ramsey will advance and score. Panthers' 7th run of the ball game.
Catcher, number 15, McKenna Cunningham.
Seckel on base for the second time today. Doing a good job of falling down to 2 strikes, but then fighting her way back and finding a way to first base and just extend the inning for number 15, McKenna Cunningham, the catcher for the Panthers.
Cam did not wait at all. She was down the line quickly. Or no, I guess it was a dead ball because it was ball 4. Is that what they're called?
No, it is a...
Oh, so Lenny scored.
Yep. Lenny scored, came to third, yep.
Uh-oh. Here comes Cam. I was just a little ahead of the game. I'll put that. That's my excuse. I'll just say that.
I will say a lot of base runners here early for the Panthers.
And they have equaled their tally in the bottom of the first. Now they got 4 runs across, 2 away, runner at second.
All 4 runs have scored with 2 outs, too. Panthers doing a good job of showing some grit and fighting with 2 away.
That is true, yeah.
Pitch the bottom of the zone for a strike. That'll make the count 1-1 to Cunningham. Ball did get away from the catcher. Seckel advances to third. Cunningham did strike out in her first at bat, looking to put the ball in play here. She does foul one off down the third baseline. Make the count 1-2 to Cunningham. Kenneth Cunningham, backstop for the Panthers. Did a lot of that last year for the Panthers as well.
Mm-hmm. Well, they were notorious, and the baseball team kind of has that characteristic where they have some 2-out rallies.
Mm-hmm. Cunningham fouls that one out of play. Some leave it up chance from the crowd as she does like those pitches at her eyes. I know she loves that pitch. I remember talking to her last year.
It looks so good that you
best
cannot
one to see.
You just cannot get your bat around and up on it fast enough. And if you do, you pop it up.
Did a good job of fighting that one off. Cunningham, high and away, fouls this one off down the third baseline. Doing a really good job of fighting with 2 strikes here. Just keep seeing the next pitch and keep earning your way to see another one until you get the one you like.
Spoiling the ones that she can't do anything with, but then waiting on her pitch.
Cunningham does strike out for out number 3 for the Panthers. All right, another 4 spot for the Panthers as that will make our score Panthers 8, Bulldogs 2. We will be right back for the top of the 3rd inning.
We appreciate our sponsors of North Platte Sports Radio. Here's one you should check out.
Did your current propane company leave you out in the cold last winter? There's something you can do about that. Give Nash Gas a call. Nash Gas has been locally family-owned and operated since 1945. Let our family take care of your family this winter. Nash Gas offers keep full programs, winter heating contracts, and budget plans, all with superior customer service. Contact Nash Gas at 816-450-3333 or online at nashgasco.com.
Man, I loved playing high school sports growing up. And it's fun being a fan now, don't get me wrong, but sitting in the stands feels like I'm missing out on all the action, you know? I wanted to get back in the game, so I signed up to be a high school official. It takes me back to my playing days. I'm supporting students, and I get paid to make the big calls. Do you want to see the game up close? Sign up to become an official in Missouri at highschoolofficials.com.
Hi. My name is Stanley, and I've been arrested for stealing shoes. I didn't really steal them, but I've been sent to Camp Green Lake anyway. The worst punishment a kid could get. And at Camp Green Lake, we dig holes. Lots of holes. I've only been here a short time, but I think the camp director is up to something. I'm Stanley Yelnats, and I'm covering more than dirt at Camp Green Lake. Explore new worlds. Read my story in the novel Holes by Louis Sacker. For other great book ideas, visit your local library or log on to literacy.gov. Brought to you by the Library of Congress and the Ad Council.
All right, back here at Dean Park for the top of the third. Panthers do lead 8-2 here early. Game 1 of the 24th season. We do have some changes in the field for the Panthers. Williams still pitching for the Panthers, but we do have Morgan Ball moving over from right field to third. We have Savannah Crook entering the game for the Panthers. Number 11, she is another freshman. We have number 26, Sydney Thompson, into the game at first base. Thank you. Looks like Ramsey has bumped back to center. Marissa Wortham, number 16 in the game for Greer and left.
Bulldogs, the shortstop, number 6, Delaney Crump.
And I believe that is number 8, Francis Cosson in right field. Sydney Thompson. All right. First pitch, top of the third.
You know, game 1 to have that many defensive changes is just.
I agree.
Is just not up my alley right now. So
we're gonna blame this on Coach Seckel.
Yes, all before noon, and I've even finished my first cup of coffee.
Pitch from Williams, high for ball 1 as she is pitching to Delaney Crump, number 6 for the Bulldogs, 3-hole hitter.
That should be illegal this early in the morning to make that many defensive changes.
Coach Seckel definitely emptying out her bench here.
Yes, she
Getting the ball
did.
Some action early. That's what today's a lot about.
Well,
obviously you're trying to win, but at the same time trying to get everybody
a lot of
time and
action out there. But Panthers are up 8-2. We're in the top of the third inning, just starting. Panthers so far scoring 4 runs in both the bottom and the second, or bottom of the first and bottom of the second. Bulldogs got their 2 in the top of the first and then put up a goose egg, 0 in the top of the second. So we'll see what they do here in the third.
Ground ball to Kirsten. Throws the first to Thompson.
Now that
for the
one
first
she
out.
stayed down on, played well, and back over to first in time.
We have one more change that I just noticed. Looks
Third
like
baseman, number 15, Ava Hall.
Yes, that is indeed Brooke Kretzer back behind the plate.
I did recognize that one. I thought that one. I did see that one.
Crook has entered the game, I believe, for Cunningham.
Well, that's the other thing too. Like, where are they going in the lineup? I need a lineup card.
We're gonna have to see as they come up.
I know because Kretzer, if she's catching now, she stays in the lineup in the 3-hole.
I would assume Crook has taken Cunningham's spot in the lineup.
Yeah,
that's count is 1-1 to Ava Hall, Bulldogs' 4th-hole batter. Williams sets and delivers. Ball is hit to right field. Lied, that is Sophie Greer out in right field for the Panthers. She bumped over from center. Looked like Franny Cosson out there, but
Now batting the pitcher, number 1, Mackenzie McDowell.
Must mean Wortham is in the game for Williams. Greer did a nice job keeping that in front of her. It was a base hit for the Bulldogs. Williams right back on it, delivers strike 1 to Mackenzie McDowell, the pitcher for the Bulldogs. In her second at bat. Swing and a miss from McDowell. Oh, it is a foul ball. Runner tried to advance.
I was going to say, the way Kretzer was moving to that,
Mm-hmm.
looked like she was walking through pudding or something, just moving slow. I go, well, there's got to be something. Sure enough, Ed Gum, the home plate umpire, said foul ball. So
very experienced umpire behind the plate.
Oh, definitely.
Ed goes back a ways. Done this for a lot of years.
Well, Mike Kern's out in the field, both of them. Oh, here you go. Oh.
Line drive back to Williams. She does make the out. Tried to double off the runner at first. Ball did get wide of the bag, so the runner is able to advance to second. Tough one there. Just trying to make a play, trying to get the Panthers out of the inning. Panthers do, like I said, make the out, though, for the second out on the line drive.
First baseman, number 10, Lindsey Herpel.
Hall does advance to second. That'll bring
that
up.
Was.
Go ahead, sorry.
I was going to say, that was kind of a bang-bang play with the ball. I couldn't tell if she caught it or if it was on the ground. My advantage or view perspective was blocked a little bit. But I assume she caught it in the air, and then the runner tried to return to first, but then the ball got away when she threw over to first.
2 outs, Herpel up for the Bulldogs. Lefty in the 6 hole. Count is 2-0.
Farrah missing just a little bit outside against this left-handed batter. See if she can get back in there.
A little miscommunication there between coach and catcher. First game of the year, sometimes got to get on the same page. That takes a little bit of time. Williams right on the outside corner. Great pitch from Farrah.
Very
2.
nice. That's a way to get back in the
strike 1
zone.
Showing good command from freshmen. Sometimes those young ones get in there, you don't really know how they're going to react. And Farrah has done a great job of coming in and just firing strike after strike for the Panthers as she does even up the count 2-2 as Herpel swings and misses. Another one I got the opportunity to coach last year. She can fly on the bases. One thing you'll notice about her is when you speak to her, she is always, yes, sir, no, sir, thank you, coach. She is truly a treat to coach, as are all of these Panthers.
Very respectful.
They're all a joy to coach last year. Love being around these girls. That is a swing and a miss from Herpel. Strike 3 as Williams does get the strikeout. Leaves a runner stranded for the Bulldogs. No runs, 1 hit, 1 error by the Panthers, and that will do it for the top of 3. Your Panthers lead the Bulldogs 8-2.
You guys just didn't want it bad enough. That should have been an easy win. What were you doing out there? You got to hustle. You could have made that play if you'd been open.
On the car ride home after the game, when you think you're helping by telling me what I did wrong and what I need to work on, all I hear is that I'm not good enough, that I'm supposed to be perfect, that it's not okay to lose. On the car ride home, all I need to hear is how much you love me and enjoy watching me play, that my worth isn't determined by my performance, that even on my worst day, I am worthy, that you see me learning, growing, and doing my best. And that is enough.
This message presented by the MSH SAA and the Missouri Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
You can't control everything, but there are some really important things you can control, like keeping your family healthy and safe. Planning for a Healthy Life, a booklet from the American Diabetes Association, has information on everything from nutrition to retirement. To get your free copy, call 1-800-DIABETES or go to diabetes.org/lifeplanner. Order yours today and take control of your life from the American Diabetes Association, because we want everyone to be healthy and happy.
Eight to 2 is your score here in the bottom of the third. Panthers due up for their third time. Start the 24th season. Game 1 of the 2024 North Platte Invitational. Morgan Ball up first for the Panthers here in the third inning. Another Panther with a lot of varsity experience. Played a lot of outfield last year for the Panthers. As she swings and puts the first ball in play. Looked like she got it off the handle. Ground ball to the pitcher. Ball can run well down the line. That one was just a little short. Did a good job of hustling down the line.
Now batting number 22, Kate Wolf.
Kate Wolf back in the lineup for the Panthers.
So that's one of the oddities of softball. You can re-enter the game.
Ball 1 outside to Wolf.
How do you score that? I mean, your scorebook, I think, would get messy.
Know. Not real experience with the softball book. I do know they have the designated player.
I have to look and see what Maryland did.
/flex.
Do what? Oh, okay.
Coach Seckel forgot to let the umpire know.
So how do you score that in the scorebook? I guess you're doing it electronically, like in your scorebook, because she left the game, but then how do you re-enter? Oh, okay.
So I will ask this. So can Farrah come back in? Yeah, because you can enter and do whatever. Okay, because I know in baseball with a sub comes in and then you take them back out. I know they're done. So okay.
Well, you could announce. You can go ahead and inform the listening audience of what we're doing. But also to that effect, I think she can only come back in where she left.
Correct,
right?
Yes.
In that position.
So we did get some clarification. Thank you to Marilyn Kirsten. I'm a baseball guy, I'll be honest. I like softball, but some of the rules.
Yeah.
So the rule is Wolf did start the game. Williams did enter in for her. Wolf has now re-entered for her. The rule in softball is you can re-enter and exit as many times
as you want. Yeah, as long as it's in that.
As long as it's in that spot in the lineup.
Of the lineup, yeah.
That is strike number 1 as Wolf was ahead 3-0. Is 3-1. She's still ahead.
Gracie Williams on deck.
Wolf swings and misses, and we are back to full. This is Wolf's first at bat as she exited the lineup right before her first at bat. Coach Seckel doing a good job of getting everybody some action today. They're going to need everybody, obviously, over the course of the season. Wolf fouls it away down the first base line to stay alive. Sometimes you get these Saturday tournaments and get a lot of faces out there and a lot of changes. I know for us at the table here, keeping us on our toes here early in the morning.
My goodness, yes. Well, the first game has the stream and announcing. That makes it a lot more going on.
Yeah, oh yeah. Wolf does draw the walk, high and away, ball
now
4.
Number 10, Gracie Williams.
Nope, Marissa.
Excuse me. Number 16, Marissa Wortham.
That'll bring up Wortham, as Wortham did enter the game for the Panthers. She's in Gracie Williams' spot. Back at the top of the order. Her first at bat. Again, Wortham, another experienced Panther. She was on the team last year, did see some innings for the Panthers last year. She takes first pitch high for ball 1. Senior for the Panthers. Recognize that name, as she does see a lot of time on the basketball court as well for the Panthers.
I was going to say, she's been playing basketball, I think, since her freshman year.
Ball is low and inside to bring it to 2-0. Ball does get away from the catcher. Wolf does advance to second. Wortham up 2-0 in the account. That pitch is swung on and fouled down the first baseline and out of play.
That's worth a piece of bubble gum. Just letting you know.
Bring
Makes
it
the
back
count
here to the back
2-1 to Wortham. 1 out. Runner on second here for the Panthers in the bottom of the third. 8-2 lead here early in this one. Pitch to Wortham. It is up, but Wortham does go after it. Swing and a miss. A little anxious. We mentioned earlier that pitch at the eyes is the easiest one to see. Sometimes it's the most tempting one to swing at. Does make it 2-2 to Wortham.
Who is on deck? Number 8.
Yep. Francis Cosson on deck for the Panthers. That pitch is in the dirt. Ball 3. 3-2. Yep, we do have another change upcoming. Number 8, Francis Cosson. And the circle to bat for Sophie Greer. And that is ball 4 to Wortham. Wortham does a good job of fighting to get her way to first base. Wolf
Now
does
batting
advance
for
to
the Panthers,
third.
Number 8, Francis
So runners on the
Cosson.
corners for another freshman, Franny Cosson. Number 8 for the Panthers, getting her first varsity at bat. A lot of firsts from the Panthers today. Good to see. Refreshing to see.
It is. And the freshmen getting a chance here to experience some varsity action.
Obviously, the Panthers did have a few graduates last year. I know Summers graduated in center. Courtney Dean graduated at first.
You know, and one of the things I'll mention about Kennedy Summers was that for her frame, she had a cannon of an arm.
Yes, she did.
And she was accurate.
She was. Talking about those departures for the Panthers, seen some of these freshmen step right in, take the reins for the Panthers.
Yep. The old next man up adage.
Cosson takes down low, evens the count at 1-1. Fouled straight back. She was all over that pitch. Didn't miss it by much. Timing was good.
Runners on the corners for the Panthers. Wolf at third and Wortham at first. So Cosson with an opportunity here for pick up a varsity RBI.
Franny was another one that got the chance to coach last year. Sound like a broken record. Another one that loved to coach Franny. Super coachable. She listened really well. She can play multiple positions.
Now, who was it you said always said yes, sir? And
that was Barrett Williams. Well, that was a lot of them.
Oh, okay.
That was Deidre's Y-Bomber. She's on the team, too.
Yep.
I will say our Panthers couldn't have asked for better manners from them. They are
nice.
Very super polite girls. As Cosson drives it into right field, that is under the glove of the right fielder. A single.
Oh, no.
Oh, she does trip going to second. She is there at second base. Drives in 2 RBIs. And her first varsity hit. Getting a good laugh out of the dugout. I'm sure she's laughing that one off at second base.
Catcher, number 19, Brooke Kretzer.
That will make the score 10-2 Panthers.
I think she'll get ribbed for that one. Because she was so excited she had that hit, and then it got underneath the glove of the right fielder on her way to second. Her feet got kind of jumbled up. She planted herself between first and second about 2/3 the way there. Fries are done. So Ed Gum saying we need a ding like if fries are done.
Yeah,
fries are done.
On the ball retriever, yep. I have to mention that one to Coach Davis.
No doubt. Yeah, we need a fries or ball is done. Ding. Or Maryland could just make the sound whenever they drop the ball in.
That'll bring up the 3-hole Brooke Kretzer.
That's adding the scorekeeper and the scoreboard operator another duty.
BK is the Panthers caller. Kretzer is 1 for 1 on the day. Walked in the first, singled in the second to left. Her third plate appearance of the year. Takes outside corner, strike 1. Going back on the man down situation at second, knowing Miss Cosson, she is super lighthearted. I'm sure she's laughing at herself at second base. Sometimes it's better just to get that one out of the way. Get
No
the laughing
doubt.
moment out of the way.
No doubt. So if she never does anything else, she'll always have that moment that she will certainly remember. She is quite aggressive
Yes, she is.
down at second and looking for him to throw to second or maybe the shortstop. I don't know. She's trying to put some pressure on the defense and really getting off a large lead off of second, even after the pitch.
Kretzer fouls it straight back, stays alive, count as 1 and 2. I'd love to take credit for that base running from those freshmen, but I will say I was blessed last year. They all played a lot of softball. They were super aggressive on the bases.
Nice.
Sometimes I had to tell them to pull it back. They did not like that. Sometimes we'd get a lead in games, and I had to tell them, hey, let's take it back a notch. They listened.
Good.
Not always they weren't always happy about it. But they did listen. That is ball 2 outside. Ball does get away. Costin advances to third on the wild pitch.
She was already halfway there after she delivered the pitch. As large of a lead as she was getting.
That is a blessing for the Panthers. You got a lot of freshmen in the lineup, but they've all played enough softball that
they have a lot of experience.
The game.
Yeah.
Kretzer drives it deep to left.
That's trouble.
That's going to be close.
That's a fair ball.
Bad.
Oh.
Just foul.
Looked like it got chalked, but Ed Gum has a better view than I do.
Was it Coach Davis that marked the field? Maybe did that line a little crooked?
You think it's a little to the north?
He told me he was here about 1 o'clock in the morning taking care of the field last night, so
oh my
maybe
goodness,
a little fatigue.
Yeah,
we'll blame it on Coach Davis.
Well, you remember that old? I can't remember now. Some Notre Dame game where they had a carve out of bounds, but it was. And I don't. It was on a pass play, but they called it complete whenever the guy, I guess, was out of bounds. Now this was before instant replay.
Kretzer does swing through the pitch for the second out.
Now batting for the Lady Panthers, number 14, Lenny
I'll bring up
Ramsey.
number 14, Lenny Ramsey. Runner in scoring position, 2 away. Ramsey with another RBI chance here. Swings through the first one, strike 1. Ramsey been on base both times so far. She walked in the first. She had a line drive to right field, bounced off the right fielder's glove. Looking for her first official hit of the season. Takes high for ball 1.
One of the adjustments for a lot of these ladies who play summer ball is the speed of the pitches. They are sometimes diminished and their timing can get disrupted.
Especially somebody like Ramsey on the level she plays at in the summer. That ball's going to get down. That is going to be down for a hit.
Nice. You find it, you hit it where they ain't.
Does bring in another run for the Panthers, making our
Number
score
20,
11-2.
Cameron Kirsten.
Ramsey is on first with her first hit of the year. Sometimes better to just drop it where they ain't. Goes down as a line drive in the book.
Well, what was it? Was it Yogi Berra? Did we credit him for hit it where they ain't?
I believe so.
He was correct.
Ramsey showing off those wheels as first pitch is outside to Kirsten. Ball 1. Ramsey does take second.
And that was only, I think, in first gear. I don't think she didn't downshift on that one at all.
Oh, no.
That was just
Ramsey's another
speed.
one. You probably recognize that name. She is a all-state track runner. As she takes third, ball in the dirt. It does get into left field, and Ramsey will come home to score for the Panthers. Panthers again with another 4 spot here in the
stolen base and the throwing error allows her to come home. Is that how you score that?
Yes, that is correct.
I agree. I like it.
2-0 to Kirsten. Panthers have added 4 runs in each inning to make it 12-2. Third pitch to Kirsten is in the dirt for a 3-0 count. Panthers just doing a really good job of just putting up crooked number after crooked number. I'm kind of pouring it on here.
So they actually have 4 in the bottom of the third?
Yes. Should be 12-2 Panthers.
Although it says, I think.
Scoreboard does show 18-2.
I don't think that's right, but it should be, 12-2?
Kirsten taking all the way there on the 3-0 count. Down the middle, strike 1, 3-0 count.
Yeah. You got to give Maryland some lenience or some grace here. She's also keeping the scorebook, the official scorebook, so 2 jobs.
That is ball 4 to Kirsten as she will walk down to first base. Good job of getting on base. That'll bring up number 26, Sydney Thompson.
Sydney Thompson.
Thompson's first at bat of the year for the Panthers. I believe she is a senior. Swing it and a miss from Thompson. Strike one. McDowell getting ahead early in the count. Thompson will be a name. I believe she's a move-in, if I'm not mistaken. I think she was here at North Platte in her earlier days and then moved away, and now she's back.
She's back. All right.
That ball is in the dirt, gets away from the catcher. Kirsten able to advance to second. That Thompson name you won't recognize from last year. She was not on the team last year. She did not go to North Platte. Good to see her back.
What year in school is she?
I believe she's a senior.
A senior, okay. Yeah.
Ball is fouled away, bringing the count to 1-2. Yeah, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, she is a senior. Number 26.
I think Maryland, Maryland confirmed it.
Comes the pitch from McDowell's, fouled away down the first base line, out of play. Thompson stays alive to see another one. Coach Cook showing off the arm there from the first base dugout and getting another ball in play.
Yeah, he didn't even really fire it. He's got a bigger cannon than that. He didn't want to show off.
1-2 pitch here comes to Thompson. Ground ball to third. Fielded. Third baseman Fields. Kirsten doing a good job being aggressive. Does draw the throw to second. She will advance to third. And that will allow Thompson to reach first on the fielder's choice. Another great job on the bases by the Panthers. Kirsten being super aggressive, drawing the throw, and then taking off immediately. That will extend the inning.
Vanna Crook.
Number 11, Vanna Cook comes to play. 2 outs, runners on the corners. Sounded like a broken record. Another freshman for the Panthers. Her first varsity at bat. Crook is batting in Cunningham's spot. She does bunt.
Lays that
is
down
a beautiful bunt. And Vanna Crook's
will be full.
First hit is a bunt for a single. Great job by Vanna.
17, Morgan Ball.
Great bunt. Getting down to first. That will load the bases for the 8-hole Morgan Ball. Ball did start the inning off for the Panthers. So they have batted around here in the third.
So now they have once again start putting runs up after 2 outs. I think they maybe scored a few before the second out.
I believe so. They got 3 with 1 out. They did add 1 with 2 outs.
Okay.
Ball does make contact, foul out of play down the first base line. I'll make the count 0-2. Panthers doing a really good job with 2 outs, just finding ways to extend the inning.
I got enough to do.
See if Morgan Ball can follow suit here and get the inning to Kate Wolf.
Yeah, Kate's on deck, ready to bat.
Ball takes high and in for ball 1. Good to see the offensive output from the Panthers here in game 1.
Yes, taking advantage of what they're given.
Ground ball that will get by the shortstop and into left field. 1 does come to score. And here comes Thompson in to score as well. That will drive in 2 for the Panthers.
Number 22.
That will probably go down as an error. Ball does drive in 2 for the Panthers. Gets 2 RBIs. That'll make it 14-2 Panthers. First pitch in the dirt to Wolf makes it 1-0. Runners at first and second. You have ball at first. You have Crook at second for the Panthers. 2 away here in the bottom of the third. Pitch to Wolf is up for ball 2.
Now, if they can find a way to score 3 more, this game
that will be
concluded.
Will be the winner. Wolf is the winning run. She does represent the winner. Has the 15 runs after 3 innings.
Yep.
Rule will come into effect.
We are in the bottom of the third.
Ball does get away to the backstop. Ball 3 to Wolf. Runners do advance. 3-0 to Wolf. Gotta think she's probably going to be taken here. Pitch to Wolf, and she is indeed taking strike one. 3-1 is the count to Wolf. Chance to drive in another couple runs for the Panthers here. 2 in scoring position. Ball is put in play. It's a ground ball to second base. Second baseman does flip to first, and that will do it for the Panthers in the third. Panthers score 6 runs to make the score 14-2 as we head to the top of the fourth. We'll be right back for the fourth inning.
In school sports, it's easy to see the wins, the moments that make headlines. But there's so much work that goes unseen for any of it to happen. My name is Phil Risen, and I'm the Executive Director of the National Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association. Throughout the country, athletic administrators dedicate countless hours to making life-changing opportunities possible for student athletes through sports. Their sacrifices.
West High's own Brooke Turner, a.k.a. DJ Hood.
Scratching at my first school dance takes confidence. So getting into college, I've got what it takes. So do you.
Visit knowhowtogo.org to learn what you should be doing right now to prepare for college. Start taking the steps at knowhowtogo.org. Brought to you by the American Council on Education, Lumina Foundation, and the Ad Council.
Hi, my name is Colton Kirkham. Thank you for listening to North Platte Radio Network.
We are back here at Dean Park for the top of the fourth. We do have a pitching change for the Panthers. Number 8, Francis Cosson, toes the rubber now. Third pitcher of the day. We saw Wolf to start the game. Farrah Williams getting a couple innings for the Panthers, and now we'll see another freshman, number 8, Francis Cosson. Panthers do lead here 14-2 in the fourth inning. Looks like she is the only change for the Panthers. Here in the top of the fourth, Rosalie Houghton, catcher number 11 for the Bulldogs. First pitch from Cosson is high and away for ball 1. Outside, ball 2.
So with the Panthers with a 12-run lead here, they can hold it and then score 3 more. This game would also be complete. It's 15 after 3, and then 10 after 5.
3-0 the count to Houghton. Swing from Houghton. She fouls it down the third baseline out of play. They'll bring it to 3-1. Coach Seckel seeing another opportunity to get an arm on the mound there for the Panthers. Good to see a lot of young arms out there getting some valuable experience.
Yeah, I think that's a good take advantage of it. Get them some experience.
That is high and away, ball 4. Houghton draws the walk for the Bulldogs. She will go to first. That'll bring up number 8, Michaela Rowe.
Now batting for the Lady Bulldogs, number 8, Michaela Rowe.
Second baseman for the Bulldogs. Cosson has her sign. She delivers. Right down the middle, strike 1 for Cosson. Good job of getting ahead in the count there. Got that first varsity batter out of the way. Now she can hopefully settle in here. Runner on first here. Nobody out, top of the fourth for the Bulldogs. Second one, line drive to right field. That will drop for a hit. Wolf in right field for the Panthers. She does bring it in. Keep the runners at first and second.
Number 13.
Bulldogs with a couple base runners here in the top of
Updegrove.
the fourth. That'll bring up the 9-hole ZZ Updegrove, number 13, right fielder for the Bulldogs. First and second, nobody out. Not much you can do there for the Panthers. Just a clean base hit.
Yeah, you just put it right between the first and second baseman and out in the right field.
Cosson right back up there, strike one. Good job from the freshman, not letting the base hit affect her and just deliver another strike to get ahead in the count.
Well, that's all you can do after it's been done. Go back to work. Try and look for a way to get an out.
Cosson winds, a little bit out for ball one.
So both Farrah Williams and Francis Cosson are freshmen.
Yes, they are. We were blessed with a lot of pitching last year on the junior high softball team. We had multiple pitchers.
And I understand there's even a group of girls coming up in 8th grade. I think that are quite savvy at pitching as well.
So there is one 8th grader that plays softball.
Okay.
She's solid. That is Charlie Hinton. She is another pitcher. So
Okay.
the Panthers they will have a lot of pitchers as they come up, which is always good to have.
They're kind of like the quarterback in football. They kind of determine how things go.
Up to Grove does swing and miss. That is strike three. Runners were on first and second, so that is first out, as she could not take first on that.
Yeah,
Runners do advance.
First was occupied.
First strikeout of Francis Cosson's career. That will flip
Number
the
nine,
lineup over. Number 9, Madeline
McCoy.
McCoy, center fielder for the Bulldogs, comes up with an RBI chance for the Bulldogs as second and third, one out. See if Franny can work herself out of a jam here in the fourth. Ball is put in play past third baseman into left field. That will drive in 2. And McCoy arrives at second base with a hit. That will drive in 2 from the
Number
Bulldogs,
2,
and that will make our score
Leah
14-4. As the Bulldogs draw a little bit closer.
What am I supposed to fix? What happened? Fix what?
That'll bring up purple. That'll bring up purple for the Bulldogs. Cosson delivers strike one. Right down the middle, strike 2 from Cosson.
So the Bulldogs, Lady Bulldogs, able to push across 2 here. It's a 10-run game.
Cosson with the changeup. Wow. You're able to the off speed, but might not. Nope, they went with the fastball.
Does it?
See
For the game number 2 that we'll have, we will not carry that on the North Platte Sports Radio, but we will be back around 11:15 for the Panthers' second game. And
just putting up 14 runs in 3 innings. That's always good to see. So
This is North Platte.
Sometimes. I know.